Hello everyone, and welcome to the 6th of 7 tutorial videos for the BiOS app. My name is Stu Spencer, and I'm a senior researcher at FP Innovations. In this video series, we are working through a mock-up scenario with the BiOS app, providing step-by-step direction to assist potential users. If you have not yet watched the first 5 videos, I would highly recommend you go do that first. In today's video, we're going to look at the visual estimator page. This page is purely optional, and not filling it out will not affect your report other than leaving a single output in the report empty. It does not contribute to the volume calculations in any way, but is simply a means of reality checking what the app produces as an output volume. In simple terms, with the visual estimator, you can determine total biomass in the residue piles by entering pile shapes, pile dimensions, and a bulking factor. The estimator has two parts: the pile definition page, where specific pile data is entered and compiled, and the pile footprint page, or map layers page, where you can build a small map that will display your pile footprints, road network, and cut block boundaries. Let's start with the definitions page. To begin creating piles, click the Add Pile button near the top left of the page. You will then need to pick a pile shape. There are 3 to choose from: a cone shape, also called a haystack by some, a windrow shape, basically an elongated cone, and an oriented pile shape, which resembles a wedge or log deck. I'm going to choose cone. After picking the pile shape, enter the pile dimensions. Multiple entries are possible for height, radius, and width, because residue piles are rarely perfectly formed into one of these shapes, and dimensions usually vary within piles. I'm going to enter a height of 3.5 meters, and a diameter of 8 meters. After entering the pile dimensions, the user needs to choose a bulking factor from a list of 4 options. Or, if the user feels that none of the preset options are representative, they can enter one of their own choosing. Bulking factor is expressed in a percentage which represents the solid volume of the fiber within the pile divided by the apparent volume of the pile. For example, with a 20% bulking factor, if you had a pile that was 10 cubic meters apparent volume, you could expect that 2 cubic meters of solid fiber could be found within it. There are 5 preset choices of bulking factor. The first is loose slash at 20%. The second choice is aligned tops at 30%, where all pieces are roughly parallel, as commonly found in oriented piles. The third choice is wood chips, bark, and hog fuel at 37%. And the fourth choice is decked roundwood at 60%. The fifth choice is user-defined value, which you'll choose if you wish to enter your own value below. I'm going to choose user-defined value and enter a bulking factor of 25%. Visually determining bulking factor or pile density is very challenging. So at this stage of development, the estimator should not be used to forecast absolute volumes, and the user is better off to rely on the volumes derived from the species data. You can enter as many piles as you wish, and the app will aggregate the total weight in oven-dried tons at the top left under the heading Pile List. The other page in the visual estimator is the Pile Footprints page. To access it, simply click on the header that says Pile Footprints, Map Layers. On the Pile Footprints page, you can enter shapefiles for the cut block boundary, the road network, and the pile footprints. These shapefiles will then be used to create a map on the right-hand side of the page. The shapefiles will need to be in the JSON format and are easy to convert from other shapefile formats using the Features to JSON tool found in any version of ArcMap 10.5 or higher. After converting your files, simply click the Select button and choose the files from a folder on your tablet. I'm going to add a cut block file, a pile footprint file, and a road network file. If you choose the wrong file or you wish to change the file, simply hit the garbage can icon and replace with the new file. When you are finished adding your files, and if you are finished with the File Definitions page, tap Next in the bottom right corner of the page to go to the Media page. So this ends our 6th video. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video where we will look at the Media page and the BIOS report.